allow me to say this, that when President William Ruto took power back then in 2022, he knew fully well that in this country we have got the deep state system and the cartels of which he's part of. These are the people who are running this country from their homes or from wherever they are, even if it's abroad. Now he thought that a country inaweza raniwa like the way he runs his home. He was wrong. Now he went to an extent whereby he decided to put aside all the promises and other things. Just like a player, after playing, you will now remove the sportswear and now put on your own shirt and t-shirt to go and deal with other things. That's what he did. Now he started fighting the system and the deep state. You remember him saying, hawa makatele hawa nikieka Biblia chini nitadili na wao. That's what he did. Because he knew he's part of them and he knows how to deal with them. The first thing he did is to do away with the NHIF to SHA. Now NHIF and SHA is one and the same. It's just that NHIF, you were never much concerned to know that your pesa ilikuwa inaibiwa. You are talking about it today just because a certain person came and told you that this and this happened. Because you want to prove a point because you support somebody else. But the truth of the matter, you and I knows fully well that hii pesa NHIF ilikuwa inaliwa na familia fulani or certain people somewhere. This is money that was going to some people's pocket. Now SHA has come in just because of the government of the day wants to continue from when NHIF stopped. So they are still continuing to steal, to squander money. Hii ni pesa ya wagonjwa lakini inaliwa. So the government of the day is still doing the same thing. So if you see the president saying, register SHA, sijui ukienda polisi sema, that one is just trying to fight them, using you because he has got what is going to benefit. So if you see, sijui nani talking about this, let me also remind you, and this is just out of the topic, who drafted the 2024 finance bill? Si hawa akina Ndindi Nyoro, akina Gachagua were part and parcel of it. Then when a problem knocked at the door, where were they? They decided to leave the president with the problem. Haonekane yeye ndio mwenye shida. But these things was drafted by them. Who was the budget chair committee of the parliament? And who was the deputy by then? Now what is making them to be a different people today now that they are out of the government? So that's the same thing. Number two, he is now talking about the developments and the things that he is doing around the country. Anakuambia hizi ni miaka mitatu, nimejenga shule, nimejenga affordable housing, nimefanya hivi, unga iko hivi. Sasa ikienda miaka 5, na ikienda miaka 10, na ikienda miaka 20, nataka Kenya ikuwe Singapore. He's talking about the extension of his term limit. The reason as to why the president is going around to unite people is that he wants to bring this narrative ya kukaa another presidential term, I extend terms, and it is in the parliament wall bill, and it just the parliament pavement is just hanging around. This is something that will come later, and that's what he wants. So after this, when people are united, he will now bring this motion to the parliament because he has got the parliament in his pocket. Anangoja tu 2027 watu wapigiwe kura warudi parliament. He buys them just the way he bought them during the 2024 finance bill. Then after that, those people will still vote yes, and it apita. Then after that, what happens? He goes for the next 4 terms, and that's what he's interested in. He wants to continue dealing with the same people, the same deep state and the system. Because he has looked around, there is nobody who can shake him. The president is ever worried about the youths, not Gachagua, not Matiang'i, not Natembeya or other people, the youths. And now that youths are so cheap to be bought, youths are the goons now. Youths are the thieves that are being told to go and steal from certain shops. He's enjoying it. And as a pair handouts to go and do 1 or 2 things. And then you go and do it to come back to him, you wait for another thing. You have already full-time employed by the politicians. So there is no way you are going to remove them. That's point number 2. So in as much as we are waiting for him to change, in as much as you are waiting for him to do away, he's not dealing with us. He's dealing with his own friends, his fellow thieves, people that he lives with, people that he knows fully well. Hao ndio wanawapiga vita. And you know it, but you are trying to pretend because you want to prove a point of a certain person. Maybe you support Gachagua, you support Natembeya, you support Matiang'i, Kalonzo Musyoka. So you want to make sure that you talk ill. You know the truth that kuna watu waliiba hii nchi iliisha, wamejiwekea pesa mahali. Na hao ndio anataka kudili na wao. But now that we are so much hating on him, we cannot see it. I'm a zero-term man. I don't support one term, neither do I support two-term. But the fact still remains that if this is the narrative that he has decided to deal with, then atatoka huku ameisha. But to some extent, I don't know what to say.